What's up, Lock Talk family? It's your boy Jason. We're back for another NBA day game breakdown. I'm going to talk about my favorite player props as of Thursday night, January 2nd, man. 12 a.m. in the morning. I'm here to break down some games. I did some research. But as I always say, man, if you've been liking the content I've been dropping, the knowledge I've been dropping, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm, say anything you want. I'm here just to provide some free knowledge and free games to you guys. And just before I start giving all the plays that I'm definitely interested in after going through the slate for tonight, we absolutely killed Premium, man. 3-1 to start our 2025 year, man. I'm looking to absolutely crush this year once again. When swept the props, the only game that we lost was the first quarter over for the Orlando Magic and Pistons game. There were so many missed dunks and layups. I mean, it easily could have gone over. But nonetheless, I'm super souped up. I'm going to show you how we did last night. Put some client tickets, gave out Yeez Misi as a free play on my Instagram. So if you're not following my Instagram, make sure you guys follow me there as well. But obviously, we're here for the play statement. So I'm going to talk about 4 player props. Not every single line is up. There are some games that are still live, I think. The Kings and Sixers game is still live, and the Heat just played. So those games are not up. There are 5 games for tomorrow. But I'll talk about a few spots right now. Obviously, guys, remember, all this information, my picks can change throughout the day. I'm doing this completely for free, and I want to just provide the information as it stands right now. So injuries, game situations, there are a ton of things that can change. So if you want to know exactly what I'm giving out, what I'm playing myself, consider joining my premium chat. I'll put a link down below so you guys can get in for a super cheap price. That's my thanks for everyone that's been watching on my YouTube end. And let's go talk about the first play that I do like today. And that first play is LeBron James over 8.5 first quarter point, over 5.5 first quarter points. He's been absolutely red hot to the stat, man. 8 out of the last 10 games. I think it's just because LeBron particularly just holds the ball. He gets so much action. Even with Anthony Davis playing, he is the one that's really the main ball distributor, and he gets a lot of chances. I mean, he plays major minutes. When he plays in the first quarter, around 8 to 9 minutes per game. And he also has a pretty favorable matchup, in my opinion. Portland Trailblazers are 23rd ranked in the NBA in terms of points allowed. So a favorable spot for him, a game where he'll be the main player on his side. And I think he can get 6 points for us in the first quarter. So let's stay hot with this first quarter props. LeBron James over 5.5 first quarter points is the first play I would like to talk about. All right. And the next one I want to talk about is this one going to be dependent, right? Remember this. It's going to be dependent if Jaylen Brown is injured or not. He's a game time decision from what I see. I'm assuming that he may not play, but if he does play, I think some of these lines will get bumped down. So just go with caution, guys, please. But one spot I do like, though, I'm kind of looking at Derek White over points and rebounds. Minnesota actually has not performed too great against opposing shooting guard points, but also rebounds on the season, man. So even though there is a risk that Jaylen Brown may play in this game, Derek White still done pretty good against the stat with Jaylen Brown playing. So if he does not play, if he ends up playing, I think you get a lower line. You still want to kind of tail this stat because you like this stat. But if he doesn't play, this line might rise even more. Obviously, Timberwolves are a pretty good defense, but it's not as good as last year. And if Jaylen Brown is out, that's major production that Derek White, Jason Tatum, and even Drew Holiday might have to fill. Even Horford could have to fill in some sense. So I think it'd be positive more for Derek White than anyone else because there needs to be another guy to help out with Tatum. I think Derek White could do that, man. So in this spot, I like Derek White over 19.5 points and rebounds. And all right, guys, let me talk about the last play on the board that I do want to talk about today. It's about 3 plays. Obviously, we'll have some more plays later on, probably tomorrow morning when I refresh myself and look at these plays once again. But I got to go back to the well with this one, man. But we missed in the last one we gave out due to the blowout. But I actually did have him in premium. Clippers team total under. He actually was on his way to hit this over. But I'm going to go back. Norman Powell over 22.5 points. Look, OKC has a very, very good offense, but if there's any weak spot in their defense, particularly to a certain position, For some reason, it's been the small forward position. Yes, you may say Dort's going to cover him, but I believe Dort's probably going to cover Harden, and Powell probably have Casey Wallace or SGA primarily cover him. So he'll get a weaker defender on him. Not only that, there's no Caruso, so it's another small guard that won't have to cover him. I think, James Harden's going to be the main guy. Is going to be defended by probably the best defender on that team, whether it's Lou Dort or Williams. And then Norman Powell will have a lot more opportunities to get more shots off. And I think he gets over this line again. I said in my last video, he's been absolutely crushing this line. He's been averaging 25 points in his last 10 games. And yes, OKC has probably the best defense on the board. The point total for the entire game is at 218.5. Norman Powell just gets the minutes, man. He plays anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes per game and shoots about 18 attempts to 17 attempts per game. So he needs to score around half. He definitely shoots a lot of threes in those, about 8 attempts per game. So Norman Powell gets the minutes, he gets the chances, and technically is a favorable matchup based off the stats themselves, man. So I like Norman Powell in this spot. And guys, those are the 3 picks I'm going to do based off tonight. Obviously, I might put maybe something in the pinned comments, so definitely check it out throughout the day. Maybe I'll update you on my Twitter or my Instagram. But guys, let's continue to crush 2025. Again, if you want to tap in for any of my plays, I'll put a link down below. Let's go keep on crushing the books, baby.